Dear EMA community, welcome back to our EMA Expert Talks. Today I invited Mr. Beligh Ben Soltane from Tunisia. He is the head of the Tunisia Investment Authority, short TIA. In spring, the TIA and the EMA have signed an MOU to foster German-Tunisian cooperation and investment. I strongly believe that despite the crisis, the cooperation between our countries has never been as important as today. So welcome to our Expert Talks, dear Mr. Ben Soltane.
Good morning, Clara. Good to see you again. First of all, I'd like to thank you very much for this opportunity and for hosting me at EMA Expert Talk.
What are the special measures that Tunisia has already implemented in its fight with COVID-19 when it comes to providing support to local or international businesses in Tunisia?
Well, to answer this question, I have to say that we are proud of what has been achieved so far in Tunisia on both fronts. First, our ability to contain the spread of the virus, and secondly, on the business continuity plan that Tunisia has put in place during all different phases from mid-March till today. We at TIA have also adjusted very quickly our strategies by putting in place task forces and helplines and called our teams to work remotely from home and to liaise at the same time with companies and partners on daily basis to disseminate accurate information on different measures being adopted with the objective, of course, to respond to their concerns in coordination with other stakeholders on national and regional levels. Our role has been of a paramount importance to local and international businesses by maintaining a transparent and open communication to reassure them that Tunisian decision makers are doing all they can to allow them return to COVID secure and the safe environment, and of course at the same time trying to convey their concerns, to take them into consideration and translate them into special measures for implementation. Again, the package of measures in total 23 measures cover social, fiscal and financial aspects as well. At the social level, affected businesses can benefit from temporary unemployment allowances for their employees during provisional shutdown periods, as long as they preserve jobs. They have also the possibility to benefit from the postponement of payment of social contributions for the first quarter of 2020 up to 3 months, the possibility to recover tax surplus, through fast-tracking procedure within a 1 month period, comparing to 6-month period, before, the possibility to schedule their fiscal debts for a duration up to 7 years. All components of the tourism sector, which has been heavily impacted, together with transport and culture, among other affected sectors, to benefit from a guarantee mechanism for the obtention of new management and maintenance loans from banks, of course, till the 31st of December 2020. These loans will be payable up to 7 years, including a 2-year grace period. Today, I'd say that we are expecting the second wave of support measures to be announced in the coming days related to economic recovery, which is going to take a while. But I'd say there is, of course, room for hope, and we remain very optimistic in this regard.
Thank you so much for this broad overview of all measures you have taken so far. So I believe you have been very busy, and your team as well, the last couple of weeks. And what I particularly liked was that you talk about waves of support measures, because usually we talk about waves in terms of spread of virus, and this is a very positive connotation.
Yeah.
So to briefly resume, could you please tell our audience what are the challenges and also the opportunities you expect investment to face nowadays, and which role will play TIA to stimulate national and international investment?
Yeah, given the current situation, I'd say intra-Tunisian investment may be facing challenges related to the recession of the global economic turmoil. Mainly, I'd say, in the automotive and aerospace sectors, since this industry are totally intended, I mean, for export on the EU and other markets. But although the impact of the recession is obvious, local businesses should be ready and should plan in a proper manner their recovery alongside the expected developments on the international level that could be a real opportunity for Tunisia. Always considered as a nearshore location, especially for European partners and businesses, to overcome the problem of the fragmented, I mean, supply chains that have arisen, I mean, from during this crisis. Local investment should also be rethought around traditional sectors that made the success of our industry, such as tourism, agribusiness, textiles and clothing, in addition to pharmaceutical, I mean, industry, to be in line with the new requirements of local as well as exporting markets. The health crisis highlighted the importance of digitalization as well. During lockdown, there has been an acceleration in digital services and an increased interest for the use of technology in business, our daily life as well, and even in facing the health crisis. Tunisian companies and startups have shown their capabilities to develop innovative tools and high technological products. The digital sector could and should be the keystone of local investment, I would say.
Last but not least, I would like to ask you, dear Mr. Ben Soltane, to tell our German companies your key messages. So German companies are now seeking new business models and production sites to produce more locally and also diversify their supply chains. So which other arguments you can give to them to look after Tunisia?
Well, to answer this question, I'd say that we are following the different trends related to current status, I mean, of sectors and industries on the international level, including Germany, of course. And we think that Tunisia has all the necessary assets and capabilities to attract new investment, even within the framework of the relocation calls announced by several international major foreign direct investment players. In order to reconfirm the position of Tunisia as a reliable nearshore destination, especially for the EU markets, and more particularly, I mean, for Germany, it's important to highlight the success that we have made so far to fight, I mean, the COVID crisis and the availability of a huge number of skilled and qualified human resources operating in the field of innovation and technology. We should capitalize on these assets in order to attract new and more foreign direct investment. Another important subject that we have been undertaking and we will continue, I mean, to develop is providing caring services for the existing businesses to support them resist bring them to shore, and help them expand their investments. And we are working in close cooperation with our partners in order to reach different European companies and businesses, among them German companies who are, I think, willing to expand and to seek more new investment here in Tunisia.
We will also provide the chance to our German companies to ask direct questions and to have an exchange with TIA and EMA on 23rd of June.
Sure.
Thank you so much for this interview and for your time and your insights.
Thank you so much, Clara, and look forward to seeing you soon in Tunisia.